Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, let me see who was here first. That's always good to know. Reassuring, anyway. Connie Bomber! Hey, Connie Bomber. Yes, Connie Bomber is here first. Okay. And let's see. And Connie Bomber is here second. No, I'm not going to do that again. Compton Caligal, thank you for being here. Gwendolyn Daniels, Felton LaShawn, and as usual, a bunch of other people. By the way, I don't think we will be here more than an hour. Just because we were here for 3 hours yesterday doesn't mean that's going to happen again. Oh, no, I got plans and schemes. Okay. Let me take that away. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for being here. Um, Melinda Farmer, hello. Novi D, Sonia Johnson, Peach Rose. All right. That sounds like a flavor of one of Megan's preserves. Peach Rose. Okay. Gerda Sifrin, thank you so much. Joyce Anderson. I feel like it's been a while, Joyce Anderson. Um, Let me see. Janice Goodrich, Puzzle Dot, Simply Sweet. What is that? Sweet and Zen. Okay. All right. YND Lane and I don't know how to pronounce that. Reykjavik. Isn't that the capital of something? Reykjavik. It's spelled phonetically. Kim Truman, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, lovely. Okay, let's get on with it. Oh, it was there already. Okay, so get it? Fake up, fake up. Yeah, you will. Uh, and of course, Jane Goodall. Who doesn't love Jane Goodall? By the way, don't forget it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I did not need a reminder, but it's Black History Month in the United Kingdom. Yes, our brothers and sisters of the diaspora, it is Black History Month. So happy Black History Month. And remember, this is a time to learn and share and fellowship or ladyship, anybody's ship. Yeah, that's what time it is. That's what that means. So, again, happy Black History Month to everyone in the UK. Is that also for the Commonwealth or is that just the UK? Well, I think that would be a bit redundant for the Commonwealth, seeing that so much of it is, you know, countries of African origin. So, yeah, I wonder if that would be a bit redundant. Joan Garcia, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's keep it moving. Also, and hello to Jerry White. We have not been in touch with each other in forever, but just so you know that we are thinking about you and we are keeping you in our prayers. And Jerry White, you must have at least 40 months membership, if not more. I'd have to count it. But yeah, I think it's been at least 40 months membership or more. So thank you for that. Okay, from the archive, when the Duke of Sussex interviewed Dr. Jane Goodall about her future of sustainability. Sadly, of course, Jane Goodall passed away today. Gosh, age A lot. Age a lot. But yes, we lost a hero today. Jane Goodall. Let's see. Mm, she would have been. Now, how come I don't see her age here? I think it was 97, right? 97? Okay, let me get that. Uh, 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 uh. Jane Goodall. Um, Born in 1934, Jane Goodall died October 1st, 2025. Age. Why is everybody hiding it from me? Oh, 91. Thank you very much. I'm like, why is everybody hiding this from me? Is it too much to ask for? uh, okay, so age 91. Very sweet. Thank you so much for your help. Wow. Oh my goodness, she was born in the UK. I did not know that. Well, I tell you what, while we're on the topic, let's do a very, very quick well, I tell you what, let's stick with this article because you know what, guys? There are some stunning images of the Duke of Sussex and, of course, Miss Jane Goodall, DBE. So, from the archive, when the Duke of Sussex interviewed Dr. Jane Goodall about the future of sustainability. And this is from the Vogue magazine. Yeah, this is brought to you from Vogue. For the September 2019 issue of Vogue, guest edited by, guess who? The Duke of Sussex. The Duke of Sussex interviewed groundbreaking primatologist Dr. Jane Goodall about the state of conservation today following her peaceful passing at age 91 on October 1st. Revisit their conversation in full. So we're not going to do all that. But oh my goodness, you guys, when I saw these, I was like, oh, oh, it's so beautiful. Aren't those beautiful images? Thank you, Elaine Parker, for the super chat. And you're quite welcome. So, Prince Harry says to Jane, "You've been known first and foremost as a world famous primatologist, but moved at some point to focus on people and the human issues around conservation. When did that shift happen and why?" Wow, Harry's asking some good questions right out the gate. And Dr. Jane Goodall said, "It happened in 1986. I helped to organize a conference to bring scientists together to learn about comparative chimp behavior in different environments. We had a session on conservation and on conditions in medical research labs, which was a total shock. I couldn't sleep after that. I went to a scientist and left as, I'm sorry, I went as a scientist and left as an activist, a spokesperson for the environment and for animals. It came to a head when I flew over tiny Gombe, which had been part of the equatorial forest belt in the 60s and 70s. But by the 1990s, it was a tiny island of forest surrounded by completely bare hills. People were struggling to survive. That's when it hit me. If we don't stop these people, then we can't even try to save the chimps. Did you get that? When she first went there in the 60s and 70s, it had been part of a rainforest. But by the 1990s, it was a tiny island of trees, meaning that all of the terrain was bare, stripped bare. And the trees seemed like an island amongst these bare hills that surrounded it. That has to be some of the most jarring evidence that anyone has ever seen of the impact when there is a total breakdown and a lack of conservation. So I'm not going to read the entire interview, but you know what I'm going to do? I am going to put the interview at the top of the chat so that you can check it out for yourself. It seems like a great conversation. Um, Cheers to Harry for doing a guest edit. I did not know that that happened. Did you guys know that Harry guest edited Vogue magazine? I had no idea. Oh my goodness. I tell you, as if I need another reason to be proud of Harry. If I needed another reason, I really didn't. But I'm going to stay with this and I'm going to say cheers to Harry once again. You have done something extraordinary and made it look so easy. So easy. It seems like even your brother could do it. That imbecile. But yeah, so there it is at the top of the chat. Feel free to click on that link at any time. Yes, at any time. Okay, so moving along, I want to share these images. Aren't those beautiful? Are those beautiful or what? I mean, you can just gaze at these images and it feels like you're in the middle of the conversation with them. And that says a lot. Oh my goodness, Joan Garcia, 45 months of membership. Baron, so happy Tina and Michelle prompted your podcast so long ago. Royal Sussex is a blast. Well, thank you very much. But of course, Royal Sussex would be nothing without everyone who has participated and supported Royal Sussex over the years. So thank you, and thank you. All right. Oh, did Jane Goodall get the umbrella? An iconic image of Jane Goodall and the Duke of Sussex with the umbrella. It's a great way to create a room within a much larger space. Wow. How cool is that? And then, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but they actually danced. Now, I don't know if I can share that with you because I don't know if I saved it, number one. Well, let me try to see if I do have it. Did I save that or did I not? Yes. Let me see. Okay. Tell you what, I'm going to do my best to try and share that with you. Let the consequences be damned. Yes. It's only 11 seconds. Oh, okay. Yes, I can share that with you. You know why? Because it appeared on Sussex Royal, and that makes it all right. Yes, that makes it all right. So give me just a second. That is the one thing I forgot to do was to grab that video. I was neglectful. I do apologize, but at least I remembered to share it with you now. So let me do this. Give it just a very brief and quick edit so that it won't look so trashy. And Okay. Wow. Well, that does it. So I save it and I share it. At least I hope that does it. Now let me see what we got here for you. Oh, I tell you, Prince Harry was laying on the charm very thick that day. That is our Harry. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. No fear. I got this. I got this. I do that. And then a little bit of that. And it's coming up. Aw. I think that was one of those like greetings. Aw. All right. I think that touching the head is that's how Jane um greets the chimpanzees. Very sweet. That must have really caught her off guard. But yeah, you gotta love that. Harry was laying on the charm super thick that day. God bless him. Kevon Slim says Harry and Meghan just got that natural swag the others can't compare. Hell, they not even on the field. Yes, they're not even on the field. They cannot compare. Thank you very much, Kevon Slim, and thank you for the super chat. All right. That was wonderful. So yeah, you can oh my goodness. I love that. And so, very briefly, Jane Goodall Institute has learned this morning, Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, that Dr. Jane Goodall, DBE, UN Messenger of Peace and founder of the Jane Goodall Institute, has passed away due to natural causes. She was in California as part of her speaking tour in the United States. Dr. Goodall discoveries as an ethologist revolutionized science, and she was a tireless advocate for the protection and restoration of our natural world. Aw, I tell you, she's just one of those people that I just love just because. Kind of like I'm trying to think who another person who was um a humanitarian. Let me see. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn. The way you would see her in all those places, it was inspiring. Very inspiring. And if you could think of some names of other people that have inspired you, that have been a environmentalist and humanitarian, please put those in the chat. I'd be interested in knowing. But yeah, it's just some of those people. I'm thinking to myself, gosh, I wish I would have been more supportive of their work over the years, and sadly, I have not been. But the world is a much better place thanks to Dr. Jane Goodall. Okay, let's keep it moving. I may have a. Oh yeah, there's this. I don't know when this was taken, but this seems more recent. The other one, by the way, the pictures of Dr. Jane Goodall and Prince Harry, that was from 2019. Yeah. Ned the Wino is my hero. Uh, I remember Ned. Yes, Ned was greatly misunderstood. Patricia Gordon, okay. Okay. Oh, I thought that was a humanitarian. Well, you know what? It might be. I don't know. But I'm looking for some names of some other people that have inspired. Uh-huh. Okay, nobody. All right, that's okay. Oh, yes, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you very much for that. Thanks, Lex. Oh, and by the way, welcome to Royal Sussex. But yeah, very cool. And of course, you all recognize Secretary of State Clinton and Jose Andreas. And I don't know Chelsea Clinton, and I don't know who the lady in plaid is, but yeah, Mother Teresa, that's a good one. And of course, Princess Diana. Princess Diana. Um, hmm. Oh, Meghan's Duchess of Sussex. That's fair. Meghan Duchess of Sussex. ah, so yes, farewell. Thank you, Dr. Jane Goodall, for a life that has been well lived. I am feeling very sentimental right now. You never know how much you love someone until they're not around. Okay, beautiful picture of Dr. Jane Goodall, too. Okay, moving on. So it says here Meghan Sussex' father says he is not trapped in the I was about to say Philadelphia, in the Philippines after daughter Samantha claimed he was stuck on the 19th floor of building and unable to walk in the wake of deadly earthquake. You know, if Thomas Markle Sr. was on the first floor, I'm not sure how well he would be able to walk. I mean, he really doesn't walk. He kind of waddles. He has this kind of, um, it's kind of like looking at a ship in rough seas. He begins to list from one side to the next. You know what I'm saying? That is Thomas Markle. That is classic Thomas Markle Sr. But to imply that he walks is assuming a lot, isn't it? Does he walk or does he kind of waddle? Does he kind of just roll with it? Yeah, I'm not sure that he is walking. I think there's something else going on. But you know what, guys? Do not worry about Thomas Markle Sr. Yes, the seas may be a bit rough, but you know what happens? The thing that you need to combat rough seas, wait for it, wait for it. Uh, Let me see. How would Thomas Markle Sr. combat those rough seas? Well, it's very simple. You have to take on a little ballast. See that ballast tank right there? Once you get some ballast in those tanks, meaning flooded with beer, you know, a real ship would use beer. I'm sorry, would use seawater for ballast, but not Thomas Markle Sr. He has found something else that is just as effective and more fun to use, and that's beer. Instead of seawater, he uses beer for his ballast tanks. I mean, look at that ballast tank. It also serves as a fully deployed airbag. Yeah, one needs only purge it of beer and take on some fresh air. And what helps hold the position of the vessel can also avoid collision and keep it floating. So when Thomas Markle flies, you know how the flight attendant says, in the event of an emergency, there is a flotation device under your seat? Well, the flight attendant always says, except for you in 3A, you've already got your flotation device. So don't even worry about it. Um, how did we get here? I'm always fascinated. How did we get here? Oh, we were talking about him walking down from the 19th floor. Now, that wouldn't be safe. If that were to happen, I think it would be better if he didn't allow anyone to walk in front of him because he has a very low center of gravity. You see that? He has got those little tiny feet, so his center of gravity is a bit off, and well, that means someone could be severely injured. So, and then of course, it's been a known fact that he has that kind of wonky leg, that Yeti leg that he has. It's been a well-known fact for quite some time that I wonder if someone's watching Royal Sussex for the first time. I bet they're wondering what the hell is going on here. Um, your guess is as good as mine. But now, what was I saying? Oh, yes, he's got that kind of wonky leg that tends to do whatever it wants to do. It's like part leg, part kickstand. But whatever it's doing, he gets about. It does not stop him. I mean, when he's ready for some beer or some KFC, he he could make it down from the 19th floor. Just do what he's doing right there, and he'll be fine. I mean, he's made it 80 years. Who's to say he won't make it another 10 or 20 more? But yeah, he'll be all right. So don't feel sorry for him. Anyway, where were we? Yes, we were talking about the earthquake. Yes, there were some losses, and that's very, very unfortunate. Um, our prayers for the family. But oh my goodness, I was trying to conceal her Instagram. I didn't want to share it. I don't want to bring any traffic to her Instagram. But yeah, so that is the daughter, Samantha. My father is stuck on the 19th floor of a building in the Philippines after a massive earthquake, and he can't walk. He is trapped. Shame on my disgusting, evil sister. Anyway, she feels like Megan should drop everything and help him, even though his son Thomas Markle Jr. is there, right? I guess Megan was supposed to run to the airport so that she could go over there and supervise whatever rescue plans are enacted. That's not going to happen. And then later on, she was still at it. Why don't Harry and oh spend some money and get their bleeping in a helicopter and go save my dad? It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. But you know what? Good news. If there's any fans of Thomas Markle Sr. and Thomas Markle Jr., if there's any fans, no, seriously, if there's any fans, both of you, or all three or four of you, if you're a fan of the, I can't even say dynamic duo, the pathetic duo, yes, I like that. If you are fans of the pathetic duo, well, tell you what, they are quite safe. Yes, you need not worry. They're quite safe. I even saw a clip of Thomas Markle Jr. earlier today, but it says here Meghan's dad, Thomas, I'm not trapped in the Philippines. I repeat, I am not trapped in the Philippines. So Meghan's dad, Thomas, wants to set the record straight for a change after claims he was left helpless in the Philippines during the week's earthquake cause. He tells TMZ he's safe and mobile. Really? Now, okay, I could believe that he's safe, but mobile? Um, okay. Wow, this man is indestructible, isn't he? So apparently, with that low center of gravity that he has, and that kind of wonky leg that he has, not to mention that touch of Yeti, he is able to traverse the terrain and get from point A to point B, or should I say, get from beer to chicken and back up to the night. He is able to grab some beer and chicken and get back up to that 19th floor, I guess. Now he's not going out of that apartment. All kidding aside, he's safe, but he's not going to go traveling down to the first floor for anything. I'm sure you know what? There are probably people that see this as an opportunity to make money, right? If there's someone in a high rise for whatever price, you can run stuff up and down those steps. Now, that would be a nice, honest way to make some money, wouldn't it? Yeah. I tell you, if I could help the person on the, let's say, the first floor, I'd run those hallways too, but I ain't going no further than that first floor. So for you all in Europe, I know that means what we call the second floor, you call the first floor. And what's beneath that is the ground floor, right? The street level. But yeah, I would probably be okay with the street level, but I ain't going up and down them steps. Oh man, I still have flashbacks of that day that I went to the top of the what is that? The Florence Cathedral. Went on top of that big dome. Oh, oh, my legs were burning. My heart was thumping. I'm like, aren't we gonna rest? Nope. We had to keep it moving. But yeah, that was quite a climb. But the view was worth it. I don't think Thomas Markle would have been able to make it. Anyway, but I don't know. That guy is indestructible. He really is. Where did I leave off? Okay, so if you look on the right side, it says Meghan's dad, Thomas, wants to set the record straight after claims that he was left helpless in the Philippines during the week's earthquake cause I did that already. And at the bottom it says Thomas tells TMZ he's safe in his hotel room and in no way is he trapped and unable to walk. Claims made by but his daughter, Samantha Markle, on X, in which she said her dad was stuck on the 19th floor of a building after a massive 6.9 earthquake. shook the province of, what is that? Cebu on Monday. So in the middle, I'm covering up an advertisement, but in the middle, Carmela says, I told you all that TMZ a lot of times does fair reporting on Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. Unlike the UK media, which lost all integrity, if they ever had any and all objectivity in their quest to help the royal family destroy the Sussexes, TMZ got answers from Thomas Judas. That must be Thomas Markle Jr. from Thomas Judas Markle himself. You know what? I actually have a clip, but I'm not going to play it. The last thing I want to share with you is Thomas Markle Jr. or Sr. Both of them are disgusting. If I just want to share something that is completely jarring and upsetting, I certainly wouldn't do that. I mean, there are other things that might make you jump back in your chair. So why go there, right? Why go there? Um, Let me see. What else could I share that might upset the apple cart? Ooh, I know. Let me see here. Something that's a little bit jarring, but not totally so frightening that you won't be able to sleep tonight. And I got just the image for you. Uh-huh. Something that won't keep you up all night. But it's got to be. uh, oh, I know. How about that? How about that? Huh? There's something that might keep you that might keep you hanging over the side of the toilet dry heaving. Huh? How about that? The love child of actor Jack Elam and God knows what. How about that? That'll keep you up all night, especially this close to Halloween. She who never has anything polite to say about the Duchess of Sussex. Yeah, that ought to keep you. And somebody get her a hairbrush. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Well, enough fun with that one. Now, where was I? So, again, I told y'all that TMZ a lot of times does fair reporting. Yes, you did. So, Meghan Sussex estranged dad Thomas denies being trapped in Philippines apartment after earthquake. You know, he's not very smart. I'm surprised he didn't start a GoFundMe. I really am. I am so shocked that he did not start a GoFundMe. Actually, not him, Thomas Markle Jr. Thomas Judas Jr. I can see that right now. Him starting a GoFundMe so that he can extricate his father from that apartment. Even months after the cleanup of the earthquake, he'll still be kind of trying to grift enough money to pay off some gambling debts or something, allegedly. But yeah, I could kind of see Thomas Markle Jr. running some kind of GoFundMe for his dad. Um, okay, I'll get to that in a minute. I mean, after all, think about it like this. remember those disparaging things that he said about the Sussex squad? Because I do, and I'll never forget, ever.
Thomas, I wanted to ask you about these vile individuals who refer to themselves as the Sussex Squad.
So I come to my dad's house and start going through it, and I look on YouTube, and my God, I see the Sussex Squad and the Royal Sussex page on YouTube and the things they post, and that's where I found that disgusting video making fun of my father just because he's going to the Jubilee. I mean, and if you look on the Royal Sussex page on YouTube, you're going to see exactly whose it is. It's definitely Meghan Markle. And if it's not her personally, she's definitely paying somebody to do it.
Well, I declare, look at Thomas Markle Sr. looking like the Colonel himself. I declare, Lordy have mercy. Look at that. Look at there. Thomas Markle Sr., I declare, looking like the Colonel himself. Praise be. I do the worst Southern accent, don't I? Anyway, but yeah, that's Thomas Markle, and that's how the locals know him. He is the what is it, the pale face from the east who keeps buying buckets of chicken, something like that. They have some kind of nickname for him. I woke up on the wrong side of Shady, didn't I? Kaban Slim says, I hope you do a full show on these miserable, lonely, broken Meghan haters. You know, you know what? That'd be a very long show, but it would be fun. It really would be. Just I mean, but there's so many of them. I would know. Oh, let me see. I mean, I got a good idea. Matter of fact, I wouldn't have to do much digging because I got so many things that I can share. So yeah, that is a good idea. Thank you for that. And thank you for the super chat. That could be most fun. Okay. Now, how do I get back to where I was? Whew. Wait. Oh, there we go. And I'll take that away. Oh my goodness. AM, thank you so much for the PayPal, and thank you for being here today. So it says here, did Kate Middleton's wedding makeup? I'm sorry, did I say did? I did Kate Middleton's wedding makeup. Here's the biggest beauty trend that'll dominate 2024. So the weird thing is that someone was trying to say that Kate Middleton did her own makeup for the wedding. There is no way. I mean, Kate Middleton, she has problems with everything to do with presenting herself. We know the Kate before she married into the royal family. Now, to be fair, she has come a long way. And there are days when Kate looks absolutely stunning, even for Kate. Like, for instance, when she had Trooping the Colors, when she wore the My Fair Lady black and white. Oh, that was one of her best looks ever. I'm going to say one of her best looks ever. Yeah, she looked a bit, overdone, but it came together nicely because there are, for every time she does something amazing, there's probably 3 times as many failures when it comes to pulling a look together. But a lot of people didn't like the state dinner outfit, but I thought that was great. I thought that was one of the best looks she's ever had. So, anyway, this assertion that Kate actually did her own makeup, yeah, right. As if I think that they would probably pass a law in Parliament that would make sure that any member of the royal family named Catherine is not allowed by royal warrant from His Majesty the King. Anybody who's named Catherine or Kate or Kate Middleton is not allowed to do their own makeup for state occasions. It is not allowed. Katie V, thank you so much for the super sticker and thank you for being here. And Melinda Farmer, thank you for 8 months membership. This explains so much about her current makeup and hair oopsies. Yes, not just a oopsie, but a whoops. Katie V, I didn't realize that you have a new membership. Thank you so much for that. And welcome to Royal Sussex. Yes, welcome. And anyone can have a membership for as low as $4.99 a month. Yes, you could sacrifice 1 cup of coffee, but that sacrifice goes a long way to support Royal Sussex. Okay. So it says here, as Mamma Mia beauty editor, part of my job involves interviewing a lot of different people, dermatologists, skin experts, beauty brand founders, the Obamas, Oprah. Okay, maybe not those last 2, but when I was asked to interview celebrity makeup artist Hannah Martin, your girl got a bit giddy. In case you don't know, Hannah Martin is the woman behind very important makeup looks like Kate Middleton's wedding day makeup. Did you hear that? Kate Middleton's wedding day makeup. It simply doesn't get more glamorous than that. She also looks after the faces of other royals like Princess Beatrice and Eugenie, as well as famous Hollywood faces like Helen Mirren, Hannah Waddingham, and Nadia Hussein. Not big deal. No big deal. Yeah. So those are just a few of the people that she has worked with over the years. So where is this coming from that Kate Middleton did her own makeup? Kate Middleton puts her hair up. Okay, time stopped the day we heard that Kate Middleton put her hair up, because truth is, we don't expect much from her. And just to make sure that there's no confusion, she don't do much. We don't expect much, and she don't do much. From one day to the next, very little changes because Kate Middleton has gotten out of bed. So, yes, my favorite, Feminagra, which I always recommend, Feminagra, gets to the bottom of it. So, for 14 years, the world believed Kate Middleton pulled off the ultimate royal girl next door flex, doing her own makeup for her wedding to Prince William. It was part of a carefully polished image sold to the public in 2011, with outlets from Vogue to CBS News breathlessly reporting that she had taken lessons and insisted on doing her own face for the big day. Turns out that was pure fiction. You hear me? fiction. That was pure fiction. Makeup mogul Bobby Brown finally set the record straight on the Breaking Beauty podcast while promoting her new book, I Did Not Do Her Makeup. I wish I did, she admitted. That's the name of the book. I did not do her makeup. I wish I did. It was one kind of artist, Hannah Martin, who became quite a sensation in the UK. So, no, Hannah did her makeup. She did incredible. In other words, not Kate. It was not Kate. Now, I have a little sound. Wait, do I have that yet? Yes, I do. I have a little sound to play for you, and you will hear it from their own lips. I said you will hear it from their own lips. Yes, this is a total fraud. The idea that Kate Middleton is capable of doing her own makeup. Now, we do know that Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, did her own makeup when they went to Nigeria. And we know this because Daniel Martin, who has no reason to lie, said so himself, that that was the case. So anyway, let's get on with it.
Talked about the royal wedding. And when I tell you that my jaw dropped when you talked about the royal wedding in your book,
Right.
because the royal wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton, April 2011, and we knew that she used Bobby Brown products, your namesake brand at the time, which
I did not do her makeup.
Right.
I wish I did. It was one
Right.
of my artists.
Right.
Hannah Martin, who's become quite a sensation in the UK.
Yes, yes. But at the time in the press, and I think up
Yeah.
until right now, we were led to believe that she had done her own makeup. So
Right.
I feel like this was a reveal in your
Right.
book, a confirmation.
Ah.
Yeah.
So no, Hannah did her makeup.
Yeah.
She did.
Incredible. And
Yeah.
how did that unfold?
You know, I know that Kate was constantly coming into a Bobby counter buying some of her favorite things. You know, I think Sandwash Pink was one of them. I don't think it's made anymore, but I remember the color. And Hannah did give me some information that I should set my alarm and watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And so then she, her and I were texting. I was sitting up. I remember it was like 6 a.m. or something.
Yes.
And we were texting back and forth. And she's like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." I did get a note though that I guess I have hanging now in my office in Montclair from not from Kate, but from her person that wrote her letters saying how much she appreciated, the makeup.
And when I tell you that my jaw dropped when you talked about the royal wedding in your book,
Right.
because the royal wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton, April 2011, and we knew that she used Bobby Brown products, your namesake brand at the time, which
I did not do her makeup.
Right.
I wish I did. It was one
Right.
of my artists.
Right.
Hannah Martin, who's become quite a sensation in the
yes,
UK.
yes. But at the time in the press, and I think up
Yeah.
until right now, we were led to believe that she had done her own makeup. So
Right.
I feel like this was a reveal in your
Right.
book, a confirmation.
Ah.
Yeah.
So no, Hannah did her makeup.
Yeah.
She did.
Incredible. And
Yeah.
how did that unfold?
You know, I know that Kate was constantly coming into a Bobby counter buying some of her favorite things. You know, I think Sandwash Pink was one of them. I don't think it's made anymore, but I remember the color. And Hannah did give me some information that I should set my alarm and watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And so then she, her and I were texting. I was sitting up. I remember it was like 6 a.m. or something.
Yes.
And we were texting back and forth. And she's like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." I did get a note though that I guess I have hanging now in my office.
I just love that Bobby Brown of Bobby Brown Makeup has just dropped the dirt. She didn't just told the dirt. She went there. She's like, she ain't do her own makeup. I love it. I love it. That was just shady. That was just shady, and I am here for it. Come on, Bobby. Um, I do think that Bobby just might happen to be friends with the Duchess of Sussex. I think so. Um, but thank you so much, Church Nelly. I'm going to pin that to the top of the chat. I can't help but think that Bobby Brown was actually trying to send a message to anyone, I don't know, named Catherine or Kate Middleton. Don't ever do your own makeup. Always seek a professional. So there's the link to Feminagra up there at the top. Thank you again, Church Nelly. Yeah, always seek a professional. Kate did, and it made all the difference in the world. So this is the one who did her makeup. That's Bobby Brown. And this is the one who's moderating the conversation. So, yeah, there you go. Loving the shade. Sentebale fails to file 2024 accounts on time. Uh-oh. Looks like our standards are starting to lower again. Yes. Oh, what a twisted web we weave when first we practice to receive. Yeah, there you go. Turns out that, well, the, okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to find that one. What does it say here? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong direction. No, that's not it. There we go. So, according to guess who? Feminagra, Sentebale, the charity co-founded by Prince Harry and Prince Aso, has failed to file its 2024 financial account on time, with companies confirming the accounts due September 30th, 2025 remain overdue. The delay highlights the ongoing crisis under Chair Sophie Chandaka, who refused to resign after trustees asked her to step down. This led both Harry and Saso to step back as Sentebale's patrons, as well as co-founder. Citing a breakdown in leadership as untenable, Sophie's failure to stabilize the organization has overshadowed the original vision of hope for vulnerable youth in Lesotho and placed the charity's reputation and finances in jeopardy. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they are shopping around looking for someone who can rescue them from themselves, a big name who can help raise funds so that they can hire more consultants. Yeah, so they can hire more consultants. It says Sentebale's website claimed accountability and transparency, yet since Sophie Chandaka became chairwoman, the charity has failed to upload its reports on time. Where that happen? Where that happens? Filing gap is not a small matter of paperwork. Under UK charity law, failure to submit accounts on time carries escalating consequences. Companies House imposes civil fines on charities that are also registered companies. More serious, repeated delays give the Charity Commission grounds to open a statutory inquiry into potential mismanagement or misconduct. Late filings also appear on the public record, eroding confidence among donors and partners. This is so serious. And it could not happen to a better weave, a better person. Or is it a better wig? Anyway, it could not happen to a better hair extension. So here it says Sentebale. Yes, accounts overdue. You see that red? Oh, wait, you can't see it. There you go. Accounts overdue. All overdue. What about me? What about you? Long overdue. Yes, as what's her name would say, Patti LaBelle, it's all overdue. Long overdue. I don't go shopping for love. You're something money can't buy. Yes, it's overdue. Now, I actually wondered. Oh, well, I wasn't really through with that, but I guess we get the point. Charity continues to miss deadlines. The consequences could intensify. The commission can take regulatory action, including removing a charity from the register altogether. Authorities consider failure to file annual report a criminal offense. A criminal offense. You know what? Now this is getting interesting. It continues. A criminal offense at the most serious for high-profile organizations like Sentebale, founded to support vulnerable children in Lesotho and Botswana. The reputational damage is already significant. Now, the final thoughts. Yeah, this one was a very short one. The final thoughts from Feminagra reads as this. The overdue accounts add a pattern of instability. Earlier this year, reports revealed funding shortfalls. Funding shortfalls. And what were the shortfalls? I'll give you a hint. What has reddish hair, blue eyes, and a razor sharp, well groomed beard, and is just a joy and a delight to be around? That is why there's a shortfall. One of the most effective fundraisers of our age, part of a dynamic duo. That's why there's a shortfall, sweetie. Anyway, where did I leave off? Earlier this year, the report revealed funding shortfalls and staff cuts. Chair Sophie Chandaka has faced criticism for her leadership, with speculation that her tenure coincided with waning donor confidence for an organization once held up as a symbol of royal-backed philanthropy. The mission, or should I say the missed deadline, underscores questions about the governance and transparency. As of today, neither Companies House nor Charity Commission lists the 2024 accounts as filed, with scrutiny mounting. Sentebale risk fines, investigation, and future erosion of public trust if it does not meet its legal obligation swiftly. So you know what, girl, you better get in them books and tell them exactly how much money you got, because they're going to be coming after you, girl. They are coming after you, and the ancestors do not like you anyway, so you best get it straight. You best get it straight. One of the comments say, well, I'm not surprised that the report didn't show their earnings, and Sophie and the people who decided to take this charity will get their karma. You got that right. All right, so now let's go to this. It's better in the Bahamas. Now, I did not want to show you this person because I got a feeling that I do not like this person already. Oh, let me see. Melinda Farmer says, are we really surprised when the money is funny? Gotta cook them books. Thank you, Melinda Farmer. I haven't heard that term in a while. Cook the books. Yes. What do you know about cooking the books? Yep. That's what they call it. Got to cook the books. Yeah. Put a little olive oil and some red, green, and yellow peppers, some onions, dice it up really small. Sorry about that. Oh, why do I keep doing that? All right. I think I went the wrong way. Okay. So, who is this person? And what are they talking about? Well, it just so happens I was scrolling through the X, formerly known as Twitter, right? And I saw this. They posted this. Now, listen, why do I get the feeling that whoever this account belongs to, why do I get a feeling that that person is catfishing us? Why do I get the feeling that we are being catfished? I mean, look at that avatar, that cartoon face. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I don't feel as though this person is to be trusted. And of course, as usual with someone who cannot be trusted, who do not trust is someone who usually cannot be trusted themselves, right? Right. So, anyway, this person wants us to believe that they are of African descent. Okay, let's play along. Now, right here it says, what say you now, squad? Meghan has made allegations of racism against the royal family. However, Miss Roberts, who has met the king on several occasions, said there's no element of racism. Really? Really? It's quite the opposite. Those people wouldn't want to offer, I think that's offend. Yeah. Those people wouldn't want to offend anyone in all the world. They're too nice. They die if they offended you. They wouldn't know how to be racist. Now, you know what? When you see that, you just know that that's not a black person. There is no way that a black person is going to sit up here and say they wouldn't even know how to be racist. It's like taking a swim for them. They take to it like a fish to water. It's like the air that they breathe. They don't have to stretch themselves to demonstrate bias. They do not have to do that. It is not such a stretch for them to show or exhibit racist behavior. You just have to know when to look and how comfortable they are at being shady. Okay? Okay. And so I decided that if this person just happens to catch Royal Sussex, then they could see how their blessed, beloved royal family has been capable of racism over the years. Like, for instance, black former secretary to Prince of Wales at country home in Gloucestershire told an employee tribunal yesterday that she left after being racially abused by other staff, meaning Michael Fawcett. Yes, Charles' companion, friend, aide, whatever you want to call him, that person who was blamed for cash for honors or just doing his job, the person who went into employment with the Royals age 19, that has been there for years, even married and continued to work there. And yeah, that one is the one that she has accused of calling her an N-word secretary. Yeah, they used the N-word first. Something about, what do you know? You're just an N-word secretary. Well, she told it. She told it. And she did her best to try to sue them. But as you can see, what happened with Harry's security thing, it's not always so easy to get fair compensation for the hurt and suffering that you've gone through, or a reasonable outcome like that of which the Sussexes were expecting. So, yes, a black woman who worked as Prince Charles's personal secretary at Highgrove claims yesterday that she was forced to quit after suffering years of racist abuse. Well, you're either going to believe it or you're not. But given the reputation of this institution, aside from the fact that they may find this terribly embarrassing, exactly why do you believe? I mean, look at where this started. What say you now, squad? I mean, they're trying to rub our noses in it, aren't they? What say you now, squad? I mean, what did they expect them to do? To put their hoods on and burn a cross in the middle of the state dining room? No. Racism can be very subliminal. It can be open to suggestion. I mean, it's dog whistles a lot of time. It's what do you call it? It's awkward questions. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Did I see? Oh, Leg says Lady Susan Hussey, um, Prince Michael of Kent, and of course, enough said. Thank you very much for that, Legs. And you are absolutely bang on right about that. Sonia Johnson, One Love. Thank you very much for the 33 months membership. So let's take a look here. Anyway, I'm not going to bother with him. How about this? Kenyans furious after British king ignores shaking black man's hand. We saw the video. We've all seen that video where Charles is making his way down the line, and it seemed as though he took a very clear and straightforward look at the one black person that was standing there, that gentleman that you see, and decided that his hand was not worth shaking. It was just as clear as day. You couldn't miss it. It looked absolutely shady. Absolutely shady. But remember, they are very much not that kind of family, are they? No, they're not. They wouldn't do that, right? Ain't that what they said? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. The hell they wouldn't. We talking about the Windsors, y'all. And what about this display? Anybody remember this? Huh? Anybody remember this? I mean, I hate to bring it up because it causes a bit of anger, right? What the heck is she doing to her sleeve? If you don't want to touch her, leave her alone. But she was determined um, to look like she cared about black people. So she just kept trying to tug her, but she didn't want to touch her hands. Well, what the hell? Kids are, I mean, look at the kids. They got a sandbox, they got all kind of stuff. Of course, their hands are sticky and gritty and all that kind of stuff like that. If you didn't want to uh, bother with something like that, you shouldn't be there, right? You should not be there. Those are children. The little girl is absolutely confused. How insulting. What an animal. Not you. I'm talking about Camilla. What an animal. I said not you. I'm talking about Camilla. Would you shut up? Gosh. If I'm talking to you, I will let you know with your pitiful looking self. Not you this time, Camilla. Anyway, too much. Too much. Anyway, yeah, like I said, it would infuriate you. I do apologize for that. But well, I mean, I just felt like we had to make the point. Now, there was another occasion. I won't say that this was necessarily, you know, that, but it was very uncomfortable. And I feel like, in a way, it was a bit racist because this woman was probably satisfied to be exactly where she wanted to be. But because the cameras were rolling, you know what happened, don't you? They had her come and sit right next to Camilla Godzilla. You can see how uncomfortable she is. See how she keeps leaning away from her? And then she's like gritting her teeth because she's mad. She's mad. She's saying, I'm gonna beat somebody's asses. But as soon as I get out of here, I am gonna cuss them out. Wait until I get out of here. Somebody is gonna get the beat down. I'm gonna cuss them out. Look at that. You go there with the best of intentions, not realizing that you're gonna have that old discarded Lipton's tea bag laying all up on top of you, trying to shake hands with people at the table and stuff. I mean, ugh, ugh. Who was expecting that? This lady had the best of intentions. She went down there to whatever the fundraiser or whatever it was, and then all of a sudden, she found herself in front of cameras. If she would have known that, trust me, she would have went and got her hair done. But she just kind of slicked it back because she wasn't expecting to be on TV. But I guess it wasn't enough black people. They had to go and get her and put her right next to Camilla. Well, I tell you what, it's a good thing Camilla didn't try to pull her close because, you know, she would have been pinching at her sleeve. Yeah. What a dreadful group. Ooh. Tired of them. Get on my nerves. Anyway, the best thing about it is it's only temporary. Now, where was I? Oh, I was I was where the heck was I? Nope. Centrifugal force, low center of gravity, bulbous shaped body. No, I wasn't doing this one either. Where was I? I can't find the slides I was on. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Yeah, if anyone doesn't recognize this gentleman, some people are of the opinion that that is the real Uncle Ben. Other people are of the opinion that that is what's his name, Orleans or whatever, that is the person that welcomes the royal family anytime they have business in London. It could be Uncle Ben. Maybe they're the same person. So London's first Black Lord Lieutenant, Sir Kenneth Elisa, dismisses racist royal scandal as nonsense and says discussing the features of an unborn child is harmless. Well, he would say that, wouldn't he? I mean, after all, he's got the easiest job you could think of. All he has to do is put on a uniform or put on a suit and greet the royals anytime they have business in the UK. His job is purely ceremonial. They do not expect you to, to get involved or whatever. But yeah. Well, let me see here. There we go. Queen supports Black Lives Matter. Moment says, I'm sorry. Queen supports Black Lives Matter movement, says royal representative. So Ken, once again, he said that he discussed Black Lives Matter with the Queen. The Queen simply asked him, Kenneth, what is to do with all this business about the Black Lives Matter? And God only knows what he said, Mom. But anyway, because she asked about it, that means that she cares about it. I think that's pretty much the story, is that she asked him, what is this Black Lives Matter thing? And he answered. That was it. She didn't say she's throwing her full support behind Black Lives Matter. And then take a look there on the right. Queen supports Black Lives Matter, says senior royal representative. Reveals he has talked about racism with royal household, Queen Elizabeth II. Now, if he says he spoke about racism to the royal household, does that necessarily mean it was the Queen? Is that what it means, or is that a play on words? Hey, Antoinette Kennedy. But you know what, guys? I have been very much, I would say, very clear about my feelings for Queen Elizabeth II. But when she went out there and waved her fist in the air at one of those marches, what could I say? She won me over. She won me over. I will admit it. When she put on her, her daishiki, is that what she's wearing? Anyway, when she put on her, whatever that is she's wearing, I felt differently about her. I mean, she's got the kente cloth hat and coat. I mean, she's doing the best she can. She's trying to be everything, all things to all people. That's what she's doing. So God bless you, Mom, for trying. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Philip, you as well. Black Lives Matter. Back in 1992, a year which I shan't look back upon with undiluted pleasure. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You see there? We are the change. Now, who's the racist? Who is it? Well, if you go back in that family far enough, the better question is, who isn't? Like right here, the royal family made its fortune from slave trade. Readers later letters. Let me see there. The allegations by Meghan Sussex that a member of the royal family made racist comments about her, what is that, child? Oh, I can barely see that. About her child, shine a light on a chapter of the royal history that the firm would rather forget, their association and profiting from the slave trade. And they did make money, lots of it. And not only from the slave trade, but from piracy. England was known as a pirate state. They would encounter the Spanish and the Portuguese, and they're like, listen, you're looting the New World. So we're going to sink your ship and keep it for ourselves and take it back to England for our queen. That's what they did. So, but all around, what they were doing to the resources of North and South America and Africa was absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So when they say that it's not that kind of family, it is almost undisputable that they made money from other people's misery. How about this? William's contribution. Now, I'm on the fence with William because on the one hand, the leaking and the briefing, and of course him spending so much time plotting and scheming, allegedly, with the most basic thing with gusto, that he actually slept rough with a black man on the mean streets of London late at night. He went and found comfort in the arms of a black man. Says so right there. My friend Prince William is no racist. Prince William reminds us that he once slept with a black man, and that should prove he's not a racist. So ye Abakin, who that says here has known Prince William for more than 10 years and once slept rough with him. He speaks about their enduring friendship. Wow, okay. So I guess he's sleeping about, I'm not sleeping. I guess he's speaking. I guess he's speaking about Prince William sleeping rough with a black man, which I think should exclude him from any debate about his loyalties. I'm just kidding. That's probably him that was in the book. Yes, so as you can see there, he will not accept that brand. He says, I'm just not. You hear me? I'm not. But what about this? Piers Morgan and Prince William are being blasted for condemning racist attacks against English soccer stars in the wake of their treatment of Meghan Sussex. So it's okay for them to, say and do whatever they want to do without any blowback, right? But they won't defend Meghan. How dare they? How dare they? And what about this one? I think she's a member of the royal family. The one who decided to name her sheeps. She has 2 sheep that just happen to be black. And what did she do? She named them Venus and Serena. That is what they call passive-aggressive behavior disorder. Queen's cousin, Princess Michael of Kent, named 2 black sheep, Serena and Venus, claims her daughter's ex-boyfriend, who is royal and Nazi go. Wait, who says royal and Nazi go hand in hand? Yeah. He witnessed this himself and then wrote a book about it. But did you know that the guy, you see him there with the black tuxedo, he was dating the widow of, what's his name? Thomas Kingston. Yeah, that's him dating Thomas Kingston's widow. The man who unalived himself under mysterious circumstances. Yes, that's his old girlfriend, fiance, whatever they were to each other. Yep, small world, isn't it? And she lost the chip of the table. Oh, right. And there she is, wearing that blackamoor brooch, determined to do whatever she could to humiliate the Duchess of Sussex. Isn't that something? And if you look at her, it seems as though she knew exactly what she was doing. Okay. But don't worry, the ancestors will take care of her. Princess Michael of Kent breaks both wrists in fall at palace after undergoing heart surgery. Yep, I hate to say it, but the ancestors are looking after her. Coincidence? Maybe. Serendipity? Possibly. Painful? Hell yeah. Very painful. And now back to this spot of bother. This was just, you guys, this is a dog whistle. The tragic irony of this Daily Mail columnist using a racist slur to rant about a biracial host of a podcast on the damaging labels used to dehumanize women. So what Meghan was discussing is what she ended up doing, using a label and a dog whistle at that to disparage the Duchess of Sussex. I mean, you could not make this up. Just out of the blue, she goes on the attack. Meghan hadn't done anything to her. This is what she said. Water. She says, "Oh dear, it is charming that the Duchess believes herself to be a no introduction needed, one name ultra celebrity in the same league as Oprah, Adele, Beyonce, and Kermit. But the truth is that for many Americans, she's stubbornly, that is, remains anonymous rather than mononymous." Still, how lovely to open up her home to another dumb mutt with barking issues. Just imagine poor Mamma Mia whimpering around the Montecito mansion, paws over her silky ears, as Meghan recounts one more bloody time how she wrote to Procter and Gamble about his sexist washing up advert. So, in case you missed it, Meghan adopted Mamma Mia from a shelter that performed very painful experiments on dogs, right? Very painful experiments. And Mamma Mia was a breeder. She had one, what do you call them? Anyway, she kept giving birth to dogs. One, it's not litter, is it? I guess it's litter. One litter after the next. Poor Mamma Mia had known nothing but that institution. It's a wonder she's such a sweet, chill, relaxed companion for the Sussexes, because she had known nothing but a cage, no sunlight or anything. So they adopt Mamma Mia, who is a mixed breed. And what does Jan Moore say? She says, where is that at? How lovely to open up her home to another dumb mutt. She is referring to the Duchess of Sussex clearly by saying that. Another dumb mutt with barking issues. In other words, another woman of mixed race heritage who cannot shut up. The thing is, we're not even sure what Jan Moore is. We're not even sure. We do suspect that the character actor Jack Elam may have made it with somebody or something to make this possible. This thumb that is looking at us, this thumb that has facial features painted on it, right? This thumb that has facial features painted on it that is looking back at us and then looking down the street at the same time. This thumb yeah, I'll leave it at that. Another dumb mutt with barking issues. Oh, God. Well, let me tell you something. It wasn't good enough for her that Harry and Meghan caused a stampede of people going to this kennel to get their own, I think, a beagle. Is Mamma Mia a beagle? Anyway, their own mixed race companions. Yeah, very cold. Very cold. As I look straight into her neck or thereabouts, as I look at her chin and those expressive eyes that are so expressive they can see traffic coming in both directions at the same time. Anyway, I'm not going to let her make me as petty as she is, so I take back everything I said. I do. That is not very civil of me. So I will take that back. I don't want to stoop to her level. Right. Which way did he go? 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 What cartoon was that? Okay. All right, take it in because it's going, 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 and gone. Thank you, Jesus. Now, Queen supports Black Lives Matter movement, says Black man who feels beholden to the royal family. That is that Canalisa. And the Queen, out of solidarity to the Black community, decided that year that she would forego the usual diadem and wear this, hat that was custom made, for this purpose. Very beautiful. And of course, you've already seen this Chanel, this African Pride Chanel suit. And of course, she went and got her hair pulled that year. Do y'all remember that? When she went and got her hair pulled? Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was very sweet of her. Very supportive. And then she went and got them finger waves. I thought that was, I thought that was special. Some finger waves. And a very complicated blues guitar. A lot of people don't know this, but the Queen has always looked to the African diaspora for inspiration. And so as she looked to North America, to the United States in particular, she picked up some skills watching YouTube and such. She played a mean guitar. Yeah. Go ahead, Your Majesty. And then I'm going to close with this, just in case people have forgotten. Her Majesty the Queen has been known by many people as a very complicated woman. But back in, 1961, when the stakes were so high for the future of the monarchy, I think it was Ghana she went to, and she danced with a Black man, the president of the whatever of Ghana. And you could tell at that point where she said, "That's my jam." See there on the right? That's when she said, "Oh, Philip, that's my jam. Philip. Oh, hell no, Philip, that's my jam." You can see it all over her face. Take a look at that picture on the right. "Oh, hell no, Philip, that's my jam." She was so excited she didn't even bring up 1992. People change. You know what, guys? I got this last minute, and I'm going to do this one tomorrow. I wasn't sure what this was. I'm just like, Prince Harry drags William into battle against Daily Mail. Lawyers for Duke of Sussex allege that private investigators were paid to spy on his brother. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know what that means. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Okay. This is an article from Victoria Ward. Lawyers for the high profile figures, including the Duke, have alleged that private investigators were paid to spy on the Prince and Princess of Wales. Is this past tense or present? Yeah, I don't know what that means. Doesn't seem good though. If you all want the link, I'll give it to you and we can discuss it tomorrow. Oh, I hope this link works. Let me see. Okay. Let me see if I can give you the link. Seemed kind of short, don't it? Yeah, I don't think that's the link. Never mind. I don't think that's it. Oh, well, you know what? I'll put that one up. Thank you, Church Nelly. Let me see if I can put that up there. Okay, don't forget to vote. The voting ends October 9th. Okay, that is at the top of the chat now. But this was in that article. I believe that this was that party that they were supposed to dress up in safari tribal stuff. Now, the one person who has not been described is William. They say, whatever you think of Harry's costume, William's was just as bad, but we're not supposed to know about that because William will be king. Okay? So farewell, Dr. Goodall, and thank you for all your hard work. And thank you, Sussex Squad, for being so supportive of Royal Sussex. So with that, I'm going to bid you all a good night and God bless. And thank you so much for being here. It has been a pleasure as usual. And as always, thank you so much for trusting me to do this work.